My question, before I tell my story, which is quite an adventure and true, is, are you living your fullest life? Are we able to feel that happiness to have been given another day and to find the resources within when we don't feel very grateful? How do we turn that around? This story is about that. And if you're not feeling that, I want you to DM me. I want to be part of bringing you that creates the confidence and the joy that we all deserve. We're on the planet for a split second. Let's chat about that. Okay, here's the story. Are you ready for a tale? I have a tale, a true story tale. So, sit back. For those of you that know me from childhood, this is going to be explosively hilarious for you. Okay, it's senior year of high school, and we're about to graduate. We live in Virginia, and we get this harebrained idea that we should go to UVA for the weekend. And we tell our parents that that's what we're gonna do. So we get in my huge Pontiac sedan that was given to me for my 16th birthday and looks like an army vehicle. And yes, we go to the store and buy some beer because we got away with stuff like that. And we start to drive to the airport. The closer we get to the airport, the more we're saying to ourselves, are we really gonna do this? And at the other end of that airplane ride was New York City. And there were two photographers there that I knew. I'd been working with them as a model for a year or two. And I knew they were gonna be there for business. And they'd invited us, if you wanna come up, come on. Any plans of going to UVA were scrapped after beer two. And we parked our car in the airport parking lot. And we said, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this? We're giddy the whole way there. There's no cell phones at this time, so no one can track us. Our parents think that we're off to UVA. And as we land at LaGuardia, there's a limo waiting and we're off. We're off to the races of New York City. That whole night was everything that you can imagine two crazy 17-year-olds who look 21 and get into all the clubs, all the bars with these two crazy photographers that are looking over us, taking care of us, making sure we don't get into too much trouble. Out all night long, riding around in this limo. We wake up in our hotel room the next morning, my friend and I'm not gonna use her name. I'm gonna call her BG, because I'm not gonna blow her cover unless she chooses to say that it was her. We wake up the next morning and I'll never forget it. The hangover was like nothing I'd ever experienced in my life. I couldn't even get my hand on the coffee cup. And I'm looking at her saying, what the hell? How are we gonna get home and explain ourselves? We had been to every club. We had met celebrities. We'd gone to fancy dinners. It was just insane, this night that we had had. And now reality's hitting us. And so the photographer, who continued to be a good friend for years after this, gets us back on the airplane. And I remember at the airport on Sunday calling my parents to tell them that we were going to be running late coming home from UVA. And I had to be in a phone booth. And as I'm speaking to her, the PA announcements come on. Flight 88 is ready, and I just slammed the doors shut to this little phone booth and started talking really loud into the phone, hoping that she wasn't going to hear anything. So So we get on the plane, we make it home, we get in that car, and we start to figure out our stories. We got home, nothing was said, not too many questions, and we got away with it. Thank God my angels were looking over me and BG. Thank God I had a friend crazy enough to do that with me. Peace out, guys. Talk to you soon.